Hello students, I welcome you all once again in my online classes, and today's class I am going to explain second chapter of class 9th supplementary book Moment, that is the Adventures of Toto. So let's start the class. Chapter 2, The Adventure of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. So first about the author. Ruskin Bond, born on 19 May 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie in India. He got the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra for his published work in English. He got Padam Shri in 1992 and Padam Bhushan in 2014. Next heading is Introduction of the story. This is an interesting story by Ruskin Bond, and a celebrated Indian storyteller. The narrator gives a beautiful description of a pet monkey named Toto, whom his grandfather had once brought home. The story contains details of some of the mischievous of the monkey and the family members' reaction to them. It so happens that everybody in the family is fed up with the monkey's mischiefs, and finally the grandfather decides to get rid of him. Now I am going to explain a summary of the chapter in point wise so that you can understand the story very well. So first point is grandfather brings home Toto. Means how Toto came into the narrator's house. As you know that narrator's grandfather was fond of keeping pets. One day he bought a small monkey from a Tonga driver for 5 rupees. Its name was Toto. It was a pretty monkey. His small shining eyes were filled with mischief, and his teeth were white like pearls. His hand looked as if they were dried in the sun, but his fingers were very quick. So the next heading is Toto's first mischief. Actually, grandmother did not like the grandfather's pet animals. So the coming of Toto was kept as a secret for her for some time. He was kept in a little closet which opened into the narrator's bedroom. He was tied with a peg on a wall. After a few hours later, the narrator found a change in his room. Toto had freed himself by pulling out a peg and had removed all the wallpaper of the room. He had even torn narrator's blazer. Interestingly, grandfather did not get angry. Instead, he showed satisfaction that the pet monkey was quite smart. Next heading is Toto disturbed others' pets. After the mess in the narrator's room, Toto was transferred to a big cage into the servants' quarter. Some other animals of grandfather's were also kept there. The zoo included a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a pet squirrel, and a pet goat. But the monkey did not allow the animals to sleep in peace at that night. Next heading is train ticket for Toto. The next day, grandfather had to go to Saharanpur to get his pension. He decided to take Toto along with him. So he got a big black color canvas bag and put Toto into it. The bag was too strong for Toto to bite or tear. So Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur. But At the gate, the ticket collector was checking grandfather's ticket. Toto somehow put his head out of the bag and grinned at the ticket collector. The ticket collector told to the grandfather that he would be charged for carrying a dog. Grandfather tried to convince him that it was not a dog, it was a monkey. But the ticket collector was so adamant and charged 3 rupees extra. Toto and Nana. Finally, grandmother accepted Toto and he was given a room in the stable. There his companion was a donkey named Nana. Toto gave Nana a lot of trouble and they never became a friend. Toto's warm water bath. In winter, Toto liked a bowl of warm water which grandmother gave him to bath in. The monkey would sit in the bowl and then apply soap on his body. When the water became cold, he would step out of the bowl and run into the kitchen to dry himself near the kitchen fire. If anybody laughed at him, he would resent and refuse to take the bath. Toto nearly boils himself, mischievous as he was. One day Toto nearly boiled himself alive. There was a large kitchen kettle on the fire to boil water for tea. Toto removed the lid and found the water warm. He got into the kettle, but soon the water began to boil. The Toto started jumping up in the kettle. Grandmother heard the noise and came in. She took him out of the kettle and he was rescued just in time. His adventure with Pulao. Toto's mind was always looking for one mischief or the other. One day at the lunchtime, he found a large dish of rice on the dining table. He started eating rice. When grandmother found Toto eating rice, she screamed. Toto threw a plate at her. And when an aunt of the narrator came forward, he threw a glass of water at her and picked up the dish of the pulao and ran out. He climbed up on the jackfruit tree and remained there all the afternoon and eating the rice. At last, he threw the plate and broke into pieces. Now the last point is grandfather sells him back. By now grandfather had begun to realize that Toto could not kept in house for long because the family could not bear frequent loss of dishes, cloths, curtains and wallpapers. Grandfather somehow found the Tonga driver and he sold Toto back to him for 3 rupees only, means at the loss of 2 rupees. So that's all about the story. I hope you understand the story. Now you read the chapter once again and try to find out the answer of the exercise. In the next video, I will explain another chapter of your syllabus. Till then, stay home, stay safe, have a nice day.